It's Nolan. Ahead of my time, I'm pulling from 2020 just to give you the game plan. Falling in line, I'm teaching the class, you better go get you a name tag. Clear my mind, I'm socially distant, I'm still in this bitch with a face mask. Bottom I feel like a praise dance, I'm applying this shit like a Maytag. Bill Gates me, might not, my square won't phase me. Every day a new stage, no fucks, if you know my songs on the real Steve Lacy, y'all can't change me. Showing myself like Nipsey, we open the shop and then flooded like Crenshaw. Seen your chick at a level, my soul when I'm broke, man, I'm on the same henshaw. Didn't get smoked, no menthol. Shadow when I'm sharp, no hinder. Follow your style, I'm an in-law. I don't roll with no pups, I'm a big dog, shit be barking. Every Thanksgiving we carving, better proceed with the caution. 316s on the track, Steve Austin. Cause a nigga east side, we start them. How many flows do I need? Dog, I've been sowing the seeds. Living in nurture, baller like Joel Embiid. Step up the Nolan, they freeze. The shit is inertia, no one is doper than me. I am holding the keys, I'm clicking the cursor, calling the shots. Clip be bursting, let me online, but I'm better in person. Bigger than making reels. Show me the goat in the Mona's hills. Did it myself and I'm paying bills. I done call five, boy, this ain't a drill. Hit your nervous system when I get the mic. All the pain I exemplify, never simplify, live and simplify. Only limit is up in the sky. Yeah. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. If you enjoyed that intro, that was a 90 proof freestyle from Smino and J Cole, the beat. And at the end, you saw that Southside Nolan 2023 promotion. If you have not heard the Southside Nolan album, you need to go ahead and get that. You know what I'm saying? Go on any streaming platform. If that's your preferred way of getting music, you could check it out. Or you could go to my website, realjnolan.com. You can purchase the album directly from me. That's the best way to support me if you really fuck with your boy. You know what I'm saying? We got some very happy people over here that have invested into the album, listened to it. I even did some performances of that included the records on that project, and everybody was very pleased with those performances. So lock in with your boy. Okay, but yeah, we got a pretty dope show for y'all lined up. We're not gonna get into too much, you know what I'm saying, but you know, based on what's going on, this is really kind of JT centric today because JT has got a few things going on. She's got the City Cinderella mixtape dropping very soon. She's got the City Cinderella documentary that's out. I have not had an opportunity to watch it just yet. After I finish watching this video, I'm gonna turn it on. But also, she just had a viewing in Miami and New York for the documentary. But what was revealed in the midst of the documentary is JT's got a song called Lemon Pepper on there where she's taking some visible shots back at Cardi B. Okay. Before we get into the shots, let's cover what's going on, all right? So, City Cinderella, it'll be out this Friday, and we've got a track list. She's got 16 songs on there, very limited features. She's got intro called Hope. Track 2 is called Brick Talk. Track number 3 is called O, featuring DJ Khaled, so I guess he's going to be screaming on that motherfucker. Number 4, we got Servin', 5 DOD, 6 Lemon Pepper, which is the song dissing Cardi, featuring Stunner Girl. We've got number 7, Swang. Number 8, 90s Baby. Number 9, Uncle Al. 10, Sideways. That was one of the first songs that came from this. Number 11, OK, the original version. We got 12, JT Coming. 13, All Stars featuring Clip, who I don't even know who the fuck that is. Number 14, Red Flowers. 15, Star of the Show. And 16 is the OK remix featuring Jeezy. Girl, I got money. I fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if she's going to regret not having like super major features on this though. I mean, I know she's calling it a mixtape, and this is probably a precursor to an album that's to come maybe next year. But I would have loved to see, you know, some... It don't even got to be bigger names. Just better names on here. Like Stunner Girl. Who the fuck is Clip? DJ Khaled? We kind of over the DJ Khaled. We the best music. We. Another one. We over that shit. But, everybody gonna do what they think is best for their career. I'm gonna listen to the project with a clean slate, even if I'm not crazy about the folks listed on here. I'm gonna listen to it with a clean slate and give y'all my opinion when it drops this Friday. She's also got an interview with Paper Magazine that we're gonna get into, where she talks a little bit about some of the mindset coming into the project, things that she's got going on, stuff like that. Y'all know I like to read. You know what I mean? We kind of low key got a book club over here, man. I be reading to y'all. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go over some of the text in that Paper Magazine interview. But first up, let's get to the smoke. We gotta get to the smoke. So on this Lemon Pepper record, we got JT taking some shots at Cardi B. Y'all know I love Cardi, but I support JT. I'm gonna listen to her music, and I'm not gonna go into it with a bias. Even if she's dissing Cardi, if the song is dope, I would say so. So let's see what we got here. That was certified garbage. Oh my God, JT, what the fuck you doing? Who was present for this? I'm pretty sure that girl AP. Where's that girl AP? I mean, excuse me, Priority AP. Priority AP must not be on this motherfucking project. Now, if y'all don't know who I'm talking about with Priority AP, she's a producer that I talked about earlier this year, a couple months ago. I was talking about how she had got done dirty by QC. She had produced and engineered a bunch of stuff, and she had never been paid properly for none of the work that she did. One of the artists that she was working very closely with was JT. They had done some music where she produced, and she said, hey, JT got a fire-ass album full of songs that I produced for her that may never come out. I've never been paid for none of that music. But she feels like the stuff that she did for her was some of the best. I even played a snippet or two of the records that she did for JT, and I actually kind of liked them. But if this is what the album's going to be sounding like with these fucking offbeat ass rhymes, and we don't know when the rhyme is going to begin or end, what the fuck was that? You got the nerve to be taking shots at somebody, and we can't even find out where in the tempo you're finding your your pocket? Like, this is that song. Y'all remember them Lee jeans that ain't had no pockets? They had the motherfucking pocket stitched on there, but you couldn't actually reach in that bitch. The shit was just there for aesthetic purposes to look like you got the motherfucking pocket. What the hell? Where's your pocket at, JT? Where's the pocket? Holy moly. That was absolute garbage. And then you got the nerve to call it lemon pepper. There was no flavor, no seasoning, no nothing. And you want to take shots at Cardi B on that. I want to like you so bad, And I think when you're actually focused and locked in and really on your shit, you have a gang of potential. It's just disappointing. Right? She say, these Rick Owens, baby, these ain't prison pants. Because remember, Cardi B called her prison pants back in 2022. Damn, it was really 2022, October 2022. It's been that long. So they had a back and forth where they were going at it. And basically, in this back and forth, Cardi said, hot shit debuted higher than any song you ever dropped or been on, prison pants. So this is around the time folks was trying to talk down on Cardi for hot shit. I wasn't a real big fan of that record. I liked the beat. Even she sounded kind of good on there. Kanye sounded like shit, and I wasn't a big fan of Dirk being on it either. It was a mess. But nonetheless, she says it debuted higher than any song she had ever dropped or been on. She said, everybody has good and bad moments, but you haven't had one since what? Act Up? Holy moly. JT came back and said, wait, I'm back for this last tweet, because who doing anything for doggy treats? If anything, Glorilla gave you a bone that you need to go feed that dog you was posing by the pool with for hot shit, fancy pants. Okay, so it went from fancy pants to prison pants. Okay. So that was the whole thing. Cardi had called her a lapdog for Nicki Minaj at that time. See that dynamic has definitely changed since then. But she did these ain't prison pants, and then she did another line saying, used to be the shit, look at the bitch flopping now. Now, I gotta be fully transparent here. I don't see how you could call anybody that's still doing better than you a flop. Okay was on the bubbling under, and there's nothing wrong with the bubbling under. You know what I'm saying? Then it made its way to the top 100, which it capped out at, what was it, like 74 or something like that, which ain't nothing. It's not a bad thing. That's great. That's growth. That's solo. That's a solo Billboard hit. Cool. Great. Awesome. You can't really shit on somebody who's like one of the most successful artists ever off of one album. You can't shit on somebody who just dropped some music earlier this year and it debuted higher than your best solo debut. That's just not the way you go at it. You know what I'm saying? The thing about the prison pants, these Rick Owens, and y'all seem to have this obsession with Rick Owens, do what y'all do on that fashion shit. But when you start trying to talk about flops and numbers and stuff like that, you got to understand where you're at in your career. You got to understand where your opponent is at in their career, because let's be honest. If you and Cardi shit both drops this year, which we're expecting Cardi to drop this year, who you think is going to perform better? Who's going to be considered the flop? I think we got to be a little bit more self-aware, people. Be very careful about what it is that comes out your mouth. And we're going to get to that in a minute, too, with this whole Bobby Shmurda, Rick Ross thing. But we're going to keep the show rolling. All right. Now, in JT's interview with Paper Magazine, they say just over 6 years to the day after she first entered prison, nearly everything has changed. Today, JT is more inescapable than ever. Her first solo singles, No Bar, Sideways, and Okay, have each progressively surpassed one another, with the latter track becoming her first solo Hot 100 entry. Dubbed a rising fashion fixture by Vogue, JT has made front row appearances at Paris Fashion Week and starred in campaigns for Mawalola and Poster Girl. Last October, JT announced in Interview Magazine that she would be releasing her first solo EP in 2024. In June, Young Miami seemed to confirm that the City Girls had officially disbanded. By the time JT unveiled City Cinderella in July, her solo EP had evolved into a 16-track project. In a quote, she says, "I would have never thought that today I would be a week away from my first solo project, not in no way, shape, or form." When she made that initial announcement in October, she explains, hardly any of those 16 tracks had existed. Most of City Cinderella was recorded between Los Angeles and New York in the coming months since. She says City Cinderella is definitely a mixtape. People work on their albums for a year. Albums are just different, so City Cinderella is not my first album, being that I made this project so damn fast. I had to create this project throughout the tour and moving around, so I didn't have time to really nurture and doctor it. This is just something that I'm putting out with my pure instincts, which definitely tells me that music that was already sitting around, that Priority AP had produced for her, ain't on here, which is quite a disappointment. She adds, 7 songs isn't bad, but why not give a lot of music? I talk entirely too much to only be doing 7 songs. So she originally wanted to do an EP 7, and she decided to do more than double. They say City Cinderella reveals, a new maturity in the 31-year-old rapper, most present in her vulnerability and focus. Lyrically, JT is at her sharpest. Is she? That Lemon Pepper didn't do it. Her beat selection is precise and varied, lending the project a sense of cohesion that is rare for a mixtape. She says, immediately, if a beat talks to me, I already know what I'm going to go in there and rap about. Lemon Pepper? She says about her process, I kind of know the lyrics before the flow. Sprinkled throughout the runtime are hints of the kind of rap JT grew up listening to, from a song named after Uncle Al to the OK remix with Jeezy, the latter of which JT dropped 2 weeks ago as a single. She said, I want it to be a surprise, but it sounds so good. As soon as I heard it, I was like, I want this out this week. She said, I'm so thankful to Jeezy. I'm such a fan. I'm glad she did that. That was a good touch. That was something I requested when it first came out. Brash and self-assured tracks like Servin allow her to truly flex her muscles with plenty of the slick punchlines and addictive catchphrases that have become her signature. Hopefully that one is good. And the prophetic JT's Coming is deliciously cocky with its victorious horns and drumline. That sounds interesting. With just a handful of features, it feels like a long-awaited pleasure to get so many minutes of JT laying down bars uninterrupted. The fuel behind her verses tends to rise throughout the course of a song, resulting in crescendos of energy and lyrical deftness that peak higher the longer they build. One thing I don't like about some of these magazines and stuff, I know it's their job to kind of hype up the situation, but if I don't receive what y'all talking about in this when I listen to it, I'm gonna be highly disappointed, and I'm gonna shout y'all out in a negative fashion. They say City Cinderella's standout, however, comes right at its beginning. Still the same bitch, ain't shit changed. Still a lot of trauma eating at my brain. JT raps in the opening track intro, aka Hope. They say it's easily the most emotionally unguarded and confessional she's ever been on a record. Young, black, and lost, but never lost hope, she repeats, reflecting on how far she has risen with awe. I respect that. The inspiration behind the project, she says, just wanting to win, to create a project of my own. I just wanted to authentically be myself and make music. Previously open about her frustrations with the lack of promotional strategy or creative control within City Grrrls, it is no coincidence that JT frames the creation of an authentic project of her own as a synonymous with winning a battle. Now, I didn't know that she didn't have any sort of creative control within the group dynamic. I think that definitely lent to the fact of her and Miami coming to a close as partners, because who wants to keep showing up doing music if you have no creative input? Okay? So, if you want to read the rest of this article, you can go on papermag.com. I just wanted to get to the top level stuff of what they're talking about, but there's much more in there. Be sure to check that out if you're a JT fan or if you're just curious about where her mind is at. And you can also check out her new City Cinderella documentary, which is also available on YouTube at this current time. Like I said, once I'm done with this, I'm going to check it out for myself. Okay. Moving on with the show. Speaking of smoke, we've got Bobby Shmurda. Now, Bobby seems to be a little bit unhappy right now because the chickens have come home to roost on his ass. Now, if y'all remember, couple weeks ago, Rick Ross got confronted out there in Vancouver, I think it was. He was out there for a show. I don't know what inspired him to go out there trying to play Not Like Us in the heart of Canada, but he did it, and he was confronted by a mob of angry Canadians that wanted some smoke. He got swung on, and people on his team, security, DJ, all got jumped, beat the fuck up, and it was a pretty embarrassing thing to be seen, right? Rick Ross able to get out. He posted footage laughing, acting like everything was peachy keen. And one of the people on the internet that spoke on the situation was Bobby Shmurda, and he uploaded videos just hysterically laughing at the situation. I'm going to go ahead and play y'all one of the original clips from Bobby Shmurda in this situation, and then I'm going to play y'all how Bobby Shmurda feels today after the tables have turned.
Yo, I just see what happens, son. Yo, y'all niggas. Yo! Oh, shit. Empty the clip and roll the window up. He nigga that sweet. He nigga shit a butt. I want a red bitch. He said she finna come.
I mean, this nigga was literally doing the most. He was acting like he was at a motherfucking comedy show. That nigga was like, he was up there like he just seen goddamn the Def Comedy Jam All-Stars back to back to back to back to back. He was making a mockery of the situation. He thought it was hilarious. He wanted to make it seem like he didn't do shit. You should have bucked. He was clearly quoting Rick Ross lyrics, the whole nine. Wink, them tables done turned on him. Apparently, him and Rick Ross were supposed to, I guess, be on the same bill for a show together. And Bobby Shmurda has now received the call that his appearance at the same show has been canceled, where Rick Ross will still be moving forward. So here's what Bobby Shmurda has to say as of today. The tone has changed. Everything has changed, especially when that moolah done got affected.
Rick Ross, bro. I just got the call from motherfucking. I just got the call. I got spoke because I really respect, like, I really fuck with you. I don't fuck with you on, like, no gangster shit. Like, y'all artists gotta understand this. I don't fuck with y'all niggas on no gangster shit. I fuck with y'all niggas with some business shit and as a man, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why you ain't call me, big homie? Why I gotta get the call from niggas talking about, yo, Rick Ross kicked you off the show. We work with. I got the call from Barbados. They like, yo, you know, we do a lot of business with Rick Ross, and we don't think Bobby's good for the show and this and that. Like, come on, bro. I don't want no beef with none of y'all niggas. I'm independent, first of all. I'm beefing with higher powers in the industry already. I already know who I talk to the niggas I already got. That I'm beefing with them niggas, bro. I don't even want beef with them. They just don't like me. They just hate to see me smile type shit. I don't even want beef with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, though, why, like, they like, yo, MMG called and said, yo, we don't want Bobby Shmurda on the show. Bro, I'm 30 years old, bro. I might be 30 in a couple weeks, bro. I'm not like none of these young niggas, bro. I've been selling drugs since I was 10 years old, bro. I didn't grow up like you or none of your other friends or none of that other shit, bro. I'm a different type of nigga. You feel me? I'm very honest. I'm a Leo, bro. I ain't with all this other shit. Why you gotta call? You could have called me, big homie. When I made that video, I was defending you, telling motherfucking fans.
Hey, yo. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm very offended by his chest, but we're gonna keep that going. We're gonna keep this going. We're gonna get this going. So it went from laughing hysterically, which, I mean, you're at your leisure. You can laugh at a nigga for whatever the fuck you want, but to upload it online, and you uploaded more than one. That was just one of a few of you laughing at this nigga, imitating the nigga, antagonizing the nigga for real. Because had somebody did that to you, somebody in the industry did that to you, you would have felt some type of way. But you was on it like that. Now all of a sudden, the first thing you come out your mouth and say is, "Yo, I fuck with you, big dog." Like, huh? Where they do that at? You fuck with me? I don't fuck with you on some Big Sean shit. I got the call, man. They said I can't come. They said they'd cancel my show, man. And he's like severely hurt by the situation. He acting like this the only show he had lined up for the next 6 months out there, bit, man. Who the fuck really wanted to see Bobby Shmurda, man? Damn. I don't know. Hey, man, why you couldn't just hit my phone? Why the fuck would I hit your phone? Why you could have hit my phone? Why you ain't check on me when the shit popped off? You see, it was a mob of niggas that was trying to get into my ass, and you ain't hit my line to see if I was Gucci when the shit popped off. But I say, oh, you got me on the line up with that nigga, I ain't coming. Either I'm not coming or you got to drop him. The promoter say, shit, man, Rick Ross can at least do an hour set. Bobby Shmurda has 5 songs. Get him out of here. And I'm being lenient on that 5, my brother. Oh, shit. You gotta watch what you say to me. Wow. I have never seen, well, I have seen some shit like that, but not like that. Especially not Bobby Shmurda. He supposed to be a street nigga. He talking about, I've been selling drugs since I was 12 years old, man. I didn't grow up like you niggas, man. Goddamn, man. You know I ain't got shit else going on in my life right now, bro. You see my dusty ass blunt I'm smoking? I didn't grow up like you niggas, man. You better grow up like somebody, because shit can get a little hectic out here, man. That shit is ridiculous. Best wishes to Bobby Shmurda, all the hot niggas. I hope everything works out. In other New York rap news, we've been talking a lot about Ice Spice lately. Well, Miss Ice Spice and her track list for the Y2K album have dropped. Okay? And that album is set to drop next week. So if you fuck with her, make sure you show up. Okay? So Ice Spice's debut album Y2K is set to arrive July 26th. And they've unveiled the complete track list for the LP. Okay? Ice Spice recruited Travis Scott for the track Oh Shh. While Gunna is also featured on Bitch I'm Packin'. Central C, we already know, is featured on the album on the recently released Did It First, which was the 4th single to arrive ahead of the album, and I don't think I liked none of them. But Think You the Shit Fart did land in the top 40 on the Billboard Hot 100 some type of way. You also had the Sean Paul sampling Give Me a Light and her latest Fat Butt that came out right before the Central C record. Spotify exclusively released the full track list earlier today, yeah. In a joint post with Ice Spice, it also revealed a backside of the album artwork. Y2K comes a year and a half after Ice Spice debuted her EP Like, which peaked at number 15 on the Billboard 200 and number 5 on the publication's top R&B hip-hop albums chart. The record propelled the new artist's career to new heights and featured her singles Munch, Feeling You, and Princess Diana, which later peaked at number 4 following a remix with Nicki Minaj. Despite Y2K being her debut project, Ice Spice already has 4 Grammy nominations under her belt. Congrats to that. And a Taylor Swift, what the fuck? And a Taylor Swift feature in her catalog. In an interview with Variety, Ice Spice expressed gratitude for the support she's received. And here's the songs. Number 1 is Fat Butt, which is the Nicki Minaj homage, I guess you could say. Track 2 is Osh featuring Travis Scott. There's something wrong with you. There is something wrong with you. Hold on. Let me just finish this. Number 3 is called Papa. Number 4 is called Bitch I'm Packin' featuring Gunna. Number 5, Plenty Sun. Number 6, Did It First featuring Central C. Number 7, BB Belt. Number 8, Think You the Shit Fart. Number 9, Give Me a Light. And 10, TTYL. But the reason I say something's wrong with you is because you got a song called Fat Butt. You got a song called Oh Shh. You got a song called Think You the Shit. You be talking about poopy in your lyrics. You said some shit about needing a pamper in one of your lyrics. Something is wrong. We have got to check on Ice Spice's gut health. Now, gut health ain't nothing to laugh at because there's numerous things that could be wrong with a person in this area, but you talk about shit way too much. Like, I thought Lil Wayne was overdoing it with the shit lines, but you might just be up there with his ass in more than half the time, less than half the time, excuse me. We gotta change the narrative on this shit. Somebody, anybody, everybody, help this young woman. Oh man, I do want to hear the Travis Scott and the Gunna records though to see what they hitting on, but I think as long as people waited on this album, could have had some better features too. It seems like artists are trying to go around the feature game. I don't know if these artists are charging too much to be a part of people's projects nowadays, to where it's like it's not even worth it. But I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand, man. These projects are not exciting me. But let me know what you think of it. You know what I'm saying? You might be all for it. I'm just saying how I'm feeling. I'm just saying what I'm seeing, and no, it's not happening. Okay? That's all I've got for y'all on this one. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Yeah. King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming, I swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest, but drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.